Lebanese Ether, Freestyle Drive. What's going on, everybody? I'm in Queens today, Queens Boulevard. Got my man, Thorough.
Yeah, we here, Queens. What up?
Queens representative, Queens MC.
Of course, man.
Nice.
Queens MC, baby.
You from Queens?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Yeah, born in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Raised in Jamaica, Queens.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Jamaica all day, man.
So you got both borough influences, or most of your Queens head, or what would you say?
I mean, Brooklyn is always going to be, you know, because my pops is from Brooklyn. You know, I was born in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling in Brooklyn. You know, I got niggas in Brooklyn, all that. But, you know, I moved to Queens when I was like 6. And that's where I like grew up. That's where I like, you know, played basketball and my friends and this. And that's where I got into rap too, was in Queens. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess Queens influenced my style a lot too.
Nice. I can hear that in your music, man. You know what I'm saying?
It,
Yeah. Now, man, you know, I was telling you earlier, my man Captain, when I had him on the show, he told me about you know, Cooking Up Studios. He was like, yo, I work with this artist from Queens, Thorough, super dope. He got this nice style, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it New York, but not like trying to sound, you're not trying to sound New York, you just on New York.
Yo, I appreciate that, man.
When I could tell, just listen to you.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And tell Cap, I appreciate that. Nah, Cap, my man, he always be like, yo, man, you a superstar, man. And I'll be like, what you talking about, man? Like, I'm broke, son. Like, I ain't got nothing right now. He be like, nah, you a superstar, son. So, shout out to Cap, man. He always be, you know, he always be pushing me. Top engineer, like one of the best engineers in the city, in my opinion. Dope. You know what I mean? How your project sounded crazy.
So tell me, you know, you grew up in Queens. What was it like growing up in Queens for the most part?
Yo, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Queens was just, you know, Jamaica, Queens, where I grew up. You know, Linden Boulevard. You know, so it was dope. Like, it was like, you know, hip hop was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? All of that, Onyx.
Nice.
You know what I mean? That's like my first introductions to rap. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the Check the Rhyme video, like I said, Tribe Called Quest. That video was like a couple blocks from my crib. So when you know you a kid, you see that, you like, oh, like these dudes is from, you know, around the way.
I recognize that store, I recognize that block.
And as a kid, you just like bugged out by that. So, you know, that made me like, yo, I want to do what they be doing. But I wasn't like serious into it back then. I was little, you know what I'm saying, and I was like into basketball, you know. But then as I got older, I started really getting into rap.
Did you always go by Thorough? Was that always your MC name?
But it was my name for a minute. But like, probably when I was young, like I had different names. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time my name was like Crash or something like that. But Thorough was my name for a while. It was Thoroughbred, and then I just cut off the bread and just kept it Thorough. You know what I'm saying? Now
you mainly go by Thorough for the most part.
Yeah, Thorough. Everybody, my friends, like people who know me around the way, they might call me T-Dot.
Okay.
Because they be like, yo, T-Dot, what up? But that stems from Thorough. So that's like my name around the way.
Thorough got next. I'm sure that's what they're saying, right? Thorough got next.
I appreciate it, man. Anybody who feel that way, appreciate it.
I see you putting in a lot of work, bro, you know, and when did you, like, what was the first project you released? Like, what was when did you start taking it more serious?
Alright, the first project we put out, it was a mixtape, and it was called The Definition of Thorough. You know what I mean? It's on all your streaming platforms. Okay. So all of y'all, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, go check it out. Nice. Dig in the archives, dig in the crates. But it was like I had mad shit, and I was just like, yo, I gotta put something out. And it was really like a best of, like when you just put, like, I had freestyles, I had originals, and I just put it all together and I put it out. And it got a good response, you know what I'm saying? I had pressed up like some physicals, I was passing out CDs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people don't know about that no more.
Yeah. But this is like 2014, 2015, something like that. But I just wanted to try everything. So I was like, yo, go digital.
That's not that long ago, but just but even CDs nowadays, motherfuckers don't rock with CDs.
Exactly.
No more,
Niggas don't even got CD players in their car. You know what I mean? Some dudes don't even got CD players on their laptop.
It's like CD seems ancient nowadays. It's crazy.
Like, yo, send me an email, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Send me a link
joint or whatever, or the link, the Bandcamp or whatever.
Word. Everybody want a link right now.
So that was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You said that you dropped.
Yeah, something like that. The Definition of Thorough, man, and that it got into some hands of like, you know, some real, you know, hip hop people, like real people who really into, you know, the music for what it is, and they just was always giving me good feedback. And then that led to me and my man Crazy Beats P, who was like my ace, my producer, my partner, to say, yo, we going through the project. Even though he produced a couple tracks on the Definition of Thorough.
Okay, so it wasn't strictly other people's beats on that project.
Nah,
okay.
It was originals. P produced maybe 4 joints, 3 or 4 joints, something like that. There was some other producers, and then there was like some freestyles on like instrumentals.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? Old school, you know, mixtape style.
So yeah, and people could listen to it, so they want to hear the original. You know, the Thorough when it first came out, they could stream that.
Yeah. They could go dig in the crates and go back.
But I know you dropped another dope project this year, pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
It's called
King Articulate.
King Articulate.
King Articulate, man. Like, we jumped off 2020 with King Articulate.
Yeah.
But it was before the pandemic.
Got you.
So it was like, you know, it jumped a year off and it was kind of crazy. And then everything turned real crazy.
I see you still you promoting it, you dropping videos for it and stuff like that. Did the pandemic slow you down a little bit because just in everything in general, shit's locked down?
Yeah.
Has it motivated you? Has it made you like F this shit? Like how are you responding to the pandemic?
The pandemic, it slowed down the King Articulate thing only as far as we was gonna do like the album release and at the spot in BK.
Nice, okay.
That got dedicated because like King Articulate dropped and then pandemic hit. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like crazy. So
you dropped in February of this year?
Yeah, I believe it was February, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was February.
Nice, yeah.
It was February. So
kind of right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
March.
Smashed everything.
Yeah.
So we was gonna do the album release and do all of that. So that fell apart. So I just started to do videos. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to just do, because I'm like, yo, everybody's inside. Everybody watching, you know, Tiger King.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody watching Netflix. And
they're watching Tiger King.
Yeah.
Let them watch Mowgli.
Yeah, exactly. Yo,
Mowgli's a fire joint off of that.
And we did that when we shot that video in phase 1. Like, the streets was empty. Like, nobody was outside.
I can see
like,
that in the background. Like,
mask on.
I can see that. I saw you holding a mask, so I knew it was newish, but like,
but that was phase 1.
It was like a ghost town and shit.
Yeah, it was nobody outside. It was a dude. I remember this dude was like, we was in front of like a liquor store or something, or a barbershop. Dude came outside. He was like, yo, what's up? I was like, yeah, we doing a video. He was like, yeah, that's what's up. He was like, that's dope. So he was, you know, but it was like, it wasn't normal New York. It wasn't even like now how you see everybody walking. It was but we just wanted to keep, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep moving.
Now, it's a powerful joint, and I love the song, love the lyrics, and it's like a political joint. It's a, you know, conscious. I don't want to, you know, label you a one type of artist, but the song you address kind of black empowerment, police brutality, Eric Garner, stuff like that. Do you address a lot of these subjects in your music in general, or you know, why did you feel? What was Mowgli about when you wrote it?
I mean, Mowgli is the reason I named the song Mowgli. People ask me like, yo, why you calling the song Mowgli? I'm like, the Jungle Book. Exactly. You know what I mean? The kid Mowgli. It's
exactly. Like, who don't know Mowgli?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But some people was like, yo, why you call that song Mowgli? Like Mowgli. They be like, yo, what is that? I'm like, yo, it's the Jungle Book. You know, the boy raised by wolves in the jungle. So it's like, we in the concrete jungle. You know what I'm saying? Young kids coming up, you know, in the jungle, whatever. So it's like the same, you know, thing. So I'm like, yo, you raised in the jungle, nobody can save you. You know what I mean? The ill thing about that was, it was just, you know, I just write songs of how I feel or how the beat tell me what to write. So when I heard that beat, it just made me, that's what came to my mind. Mentioned Eric Gardner, talked about all that, and then George Floyd happened. You know what I mean? So it's like COVID happened and George Floyd happened, and I already had that record, and it was like, yo, that record is perfect timing. You know what I mean? Totally. And I like the fact that I did it before. Like, it's not like George Floyd happened and then I ran into
the rode the wave or whatever.
Yeah, it's like that record was already there. So then I'm like, yo, do a visual for it, put it out and let people see. You know what I mean? What the words is
that
about.
joint is
so
powerful.
Cool.
I like the way you did the theme of the, you know, the concrete jungle, like you said. I love, you know, like you can
a
tell
lot of people like
heart.
that joint, man. A lot of people was like, yo, I like that song. You know what I mean? So
so that's Mowgli off of King Articulate,
King
right?
Articulate, man.
You dropped another video off of that as well?
Yeah, there was a couple. There was we did Mowgli, we did The Great Adventures of Thorough. We did Felony Crack with Illa G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out my man Illa G.
Nice, shout out Illa G. He was on the show, and like I see y'all working together. You was on his album.
Yeah.
Jesus and Better Drugs.
Jesus and Better Drugs.
He's on your joint. Y'all got this dope like kind of chemistry when y'all rap together.
Yo, man, I appreciate that, man. Like he just a dude, he mad cool, and you know what I mean. He always gave me like ill advice. You know what I mean? What to do, what not to do, things like that, and what moves to make, and. You know, as far as rhyming, you know, he mad nice. So it's like, I want to rhyme with people that's nice and do joints with people, because that shit is like timeless. Like, you do a song with somebody, and it's a song or whatever, and then 5 years, 10 years later, you go back and listen to it, you like, yo, I did a song with this person, this shit is here forever.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I always think about that, like, yo, that song me and Illa G did, that shit is here forever. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I like doing songs with people that's nice. You know what I'm saying? People that's really like-minded. You know, people really spit. You know what I mean?
No, that's dope. I mean, there's a line in there that I love. I think it's from that song where you're like, this ain't the new New York.
Yeah, nah, this ain't that new New York. I
think it's on the Felony Crack.
Nah, that was on the joint on Illa album.
Oh, that was on the Jesus and Better Drugs. Okay.
This ain't that new New York.
Yeah, this ain't the new New York. That's a dope-ass line. Some of my favorite lines right there, because
my food for thought is kosher. Yours is mushu pork. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what you mean by that? This ain't the new New York?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We chilling. You know, in case y'all don't know, I got some, you know, some thing in here. You know, the Jamaican rum. But anyway, you know, the reason I said that is because when all that new York started coming out, that was like a phrase for a minute. Like, yo, this is the new New York. This is the new New York. Like, I wasn't feeling that kind of music. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, New York sounds whack to me. Like what people was labeling New York to me, it sounded like New York rappers on down south beats.
Very true.
Or New York rappers on like pop beats. Like, it's like, take away the vintage New York beat and just be a New York rapper on some different shit. And that's New York. And I'm like, nah, that's corny, because a lot of what make New York is the beat. You know what I mean? Like, if you go to like down south, or you go to California and you talk to somebody not from New York, and you be like, yo, what do you like about New York, or your favorite New York rappers, and they gonna tell you some of the most New York shit you ever heard. Like, they not gonna say the song where the New York guy was kind of trying to appeal to the different audience. They gonna be like, yo, New York State of Mind, or I like that Wu-Tang Bring the Ruckus, or you know what I mean? They dudes from other places, they like, yo, I want to hear New York. I want to know what New York is about. I don't want to hear you trying to rap like me.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So true.
But a lot of people got it twisted.
It's like, I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but it seems like only New York artists do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, every other region will stick
from down south don't try to rap like they from New York. Not like commonly. You know what I mean? You don't see that.
I think maybe at some point that was the case, because New York dominated, so everybody was trying to get on that, you know, trying to get a record deal. But nowadays, everybody's proud of their own sound and their own, you know, beats and their own style. But it seems like just New York, for some reason, we're trying to appeal too much and forgetting, you know, where we came from.
Who you are. And then it kind of got lost. You know, it is sometimes in New York, man, it's like, it's always this like, it's like this need to be popping, or this need to be, you know, we the dopest shit or the illest shit. So once you know, the genre like opened up, you know, Atlanta's exploding and Louisiana's exploding and all these other places are exploding, and dudes is coming out of these places and they're like, yeah, I'm from here and I rep this, and it's different, you know, and that's just, it's new. So, you know, new stuff is always gonna be like, oh, you know, this is something new. So I think a lot of, maybe some people in New York was like, yo, man, I don't want to miss the wave, you know, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just always, you know, I try to be self-aware. I'm like, nah, that ain't me. You know, even if, because that shit do work for some other rappers. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I always look at shit from both sides, but I'm like, me, I know what I sound good on, and
I'm open to all different sounds. I'm not trying to tell any group of person or that to sound a certain way, but you know, I can rock with everything. But you're not sounding like New York at all, though. That's what I got a problem with, you know?
Where dude is from Brooklyn.
Exactly.
And you hear this shit.
It's on the radio.
I don't even know. Like, you be like, yo, this is some new dude from Atlanta.
Exactly.
Like, nah, this dude is from BK.
Like, bless what? You, okay, your joint's on the radio, your video's playing, but I don't recognize you from New York at all.
Exactly.
And that's what you know, that's why
it feels the thing. I think I get what you're saying. It feels unnatural. It feels like forced.
It
like,
feels forced.
It don't feel like son, how you from Brooklyn and the joint sound like that? Well, how you from Queens and the joint sound like that? You know what I mean?
That's what I was telling you earlier. You know, you sound New York to me, but naturally New York. You know, like you got some artists who try to give you a throwback of the 90s sound.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're intentionally doing that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But then when I hear you, I'm like, yo, this dude doesn't sound, you know, like you're paying homage, but you're not trying to throw it back. You just naturally sound Queens, New York, Brooklyn.
Appreciate
to
that,
me, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, Thorough's keeping it real.
Appreciate that, man. A lot of people, you know, I've been hearing that. They're like, yo, man, your music, it remind me of certain stuff, but it's new. You know what I mean? I've heard that a couple times.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
It reminds me of that time, but it's new.
But it's new, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I know you caught to ear a lot of legends in the game. Like I know P-Rock be messing with you. He produced some of your joints already?
Yeah, on King Articulate,
okay.
P-Rock produced like 2 joints.
Nice. How'd that connection happen?
Yo, thank God for the internet. I'm telling you, it was I had some joints, you know, just joints floating around on Instagram, and there was a hip hop page that posted one of my videos, Bad Out of Hell, and Pete Rock reposted it. Nice. Like out of nowhere. Like, so I woke up one day and one of my mans texted me. He's like, yo, Pete Rock posted your video on his page. And I'm like, what?
Exactly.
I went to his page, I looked, I'm like, oh, and then I look on my Instagram, I got like 600 new followers and
get you hyped.
You know what I mean? Shit like that. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I never met him or you know what I mean? I was like, yo, what up? He was like, yo, what up? He was like, yo, I just saw your shit. This shit is fire.
That's dope.
And then we met maybe like a month after that, maybe, or a month or maybe 2 months after that.
Okay.
At like it was a hip hop event in BK that he was DJing at, and I went through there. He told me come through. I went through there, and we just chilled. Or like we chilled that night. He was DJing. I was chilling turntables with him. And he was just mad cool, and then we just started building.
That's super dope. Yeah, no. I mean, he shared a bunch of my clips as well, and it always hypes me up. And it's like, you know, P-Rock.
He's really for this. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
If he likes it, he's gonna share it. It's not like
it's no politics.
It's no politics. Like I don't know this person, or I don't know who he's down with, or whatever.
Yeah.
If he liked the bars that's being spit, he's gonna share that shit on his page, you know, and help you out. You know, he don't got to do that. He don't got to do that. But he's a. We love hip hop because of him. You know, partially.
Like
you know?
He's a real legend. Like, you know, he's like on the Mount Rushmore of the shit.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Like, if you really had to break it down, he's one of the guys on the shit. So it's like, if somebody like that feel your music, it's like, it's crazy.
It feels rewarding. Like, you feel like you know you're doing the right thing.
Definitely,
yeah.
Man. So his goal sounds crazy.
So what's the 2 joints you produced for you on King Articulate?
Fax Machine.
Fax Machine, okay.
And Tahitian Treat.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Those 2 joints. So it was crazy, man. It was dope.
That's super dope, man. That's super dope. I know you got Sadat X on it. You got Illa G on the project, and
shout out Sadat X. Shout out Illa G.
No doubt, man.
You know what I mean? Just, you know, getting around, meeting people, different people. Oh yeah, this is my man, Thorough, and the people hearing you and they're like, yo, I want to do a song with the kid, or yo, do a song with my man, or whatever. So I just be around, and especially reaching out to like legends and stuff like that. It's dope to just be on a song with somebody who you grew up listening to, or used to listen to.
Yeah,
you know, that's bug. That's just a whole nother level of rap. So, you know what I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, man. Your art speaks for itself. So, you know,
appreciate it,
man. You working on? I know you still promoting King Articulate and everything, because people should check it out because it's a dope ass project. But I know you're still in the studio, right? You still working on? You working on it?
Yeah. Right now we working on me and my man Crazy Beats P, like
That's your main producer, Crazy Beats?
Yeah, that's
P?
my partner, that's my man, Crazy Beats P, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, after the Definition of Thorough, the mixtape, me and him locked in and did like a whole album where he produced everything and I rhymed.
Okay.
It was called Thorough Rhymes and Crazy Beats. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to just be like straightforward.
That's a dope title, yeah.
Yeah, so I named it like, it's both of our names, but it's still, you know, Thorough Rhymes and Crazy Beats.
Like somebody might know who the producer is, they just think you're rhyming over Crazy Beats.
Yeah.
And then they get introduced to him, but just the title alone just sounds like you said I'm rhyming over Crazy Beats.
Exactly. Thorough Rhymes and Crazy Beats. And like, yo, the nigga Thorough, he's rhyming and the beats is crazy. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it was kind of, you know what I mean?
That's fire, yeah.
And we put that out, and that was like the beginning of the ball really starting to roll a little bit. You You know what I'm saying? Like people checking for us, like, yo, y'all dope. Shea 45. Shout out to DJ Eclipse and DJ Riz. Rappers Out of Control.
Nice,
They was the first ones to spin our joints.
Dope.
And then from them, it gravitated to like Sway, DJ Premier, live from headquarters. Shout out DJ Premier. He hit me up and was like, yo, I copped the album. Like he was like, yo, I copped King Articulate. It's fire. I was like wow, like DJ Premier copped my album. Like that was crazy.
That's a cosign right there.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know what I mean? Tony Touch played joints. Like the whole Shea 45 really basically showed love off of our first project. So it was kind of like crazy, you know what I mean? And then Cap, shout out my man Cap, he, you know, mixed that. And after that, we was like, yo, we going back in. And we went back in, and then me and my man P made Cassette Tape Malfunction.
Okay.
Which is all produced by Crazy Beats P again. You know what I mean? These projects is fire. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go check these out if y'all ain't in the loop. You know what I mean? And we tried to keep everything hip hop because that's really us. So the first album is Thorough Rhymes, Crazy Beats. So it's like rhymes and beats. Second album, Cassette Tape Malfunction. You know what I mean? It's like a metaphor. You know, like Biggie said, I let my tape rock to the tape pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nas, the smooth criminal when beat breaks, never put me in your box of your shitties tapes. But you know, even though people don't listen to tapes like that no more, we just wanted to take it back to that, like, yo, you gonna play this shit so much like to the tape pop. You know what I mean?
Malfunction.
So malfunction. So we just call it Cassette Tape Malfunction.
You have to bring out the nail polish and fix it.
You know
and shit
what I'm
like
saying?
that.
You gotta do
pencil
that.
And all that shit.
Do all type of shit like, nah, I need this tape, nigga. You know, we get some try to tie it together. One little part mess up and then start playing again. But so we came with that, and then it was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Another one, and that one got mad love on Shea 45.
Okay.
More.
This was all dropped before King Articulate. This was the previous project. You know, I know we're focusing on the new, but you have dope other projects.
I'm just catching them up.
Previous,
you know what I mean?
People should check out.
Yeah.
Where can they check it out? Streaming platforms everywhere.
Apple,
okay.
Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, whatever you stream on, just go Thorough Rhymes, Crazy Beats. Just look me up, and trust me, if you like hip hop, you're gonna enjoy these projects. So we did Cassette Tape Malfunction. That one we got love. We actually DJ Eclipse, DJ Riz invited us up, went up there, spit, did our thing.
Dope. And
then after that came King Articulate.
Alright.
And then now we at where we at now, working on the new joint.
Yeah. Tell us a little about that. If you can.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I know sometimes artists guard their new stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah.
Nah.
Right.
Right now, we working on 2 joints. You know what I mean? Right now, me and my man P is working on the joint called Clean the Static Off the Record. That's the name of the album, Clean the Static Off the Record. And it's gonna be like the 3rd one in the, like me and him, we got this thing where we just get on our like wannabe gangstar shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like he make all the beats in our rhyme, and like that's just our shit. So
we're on Premiere type shit.
Yeah. 2020 version. You know what I mean? So the 3rd one in the line of that is going to be Clean the Static Off the Record. And then also I'm working on a project where, you know, P is on there, but I got some other producers and and that one is untitled, but we kind of working on both of those at the same time. So there's just a lot of new music coming. I know it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying, but I got some shit coming for niggas.
So you ain't letting the pandemic slow you down?
Nah, you
in the studio doing your thing, yeah?
You gotta let it. Pandemic, just we have to adjust maybe, or look for, you know, positives. And every negative is always gonna be a positive. You know what I mean? So as negative as COVID is, and as negative as fuck, you know what I'm saying? There gotta be something that you can say, well, okay, what can I do to pass this time in a positive way? If everybody's inside watching TV, why don't I do some videos?
Facts.
You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, just try to do something to pass the time. You don't want to waste time.
And shoot a bunch of videos like you did too.
Exactly.
You know
what I mean? People
it's a ghost town. Something that could work in your advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ghost town, you go in the middle of the street, shoot a video. Ain't no cars.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So people should definitely check out Mowgli off King Articulate. That's a video you released this year, as well as a joint with Illa G.
Illa G, Felony Crack. Check out the whole YouTube Thorough TMG. And got a bunch of videos. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man S Money.
Thorough spelled properly.
Yes,
TMG.
We spelling proper. We went to school. We know how to read. We know how to spell THOROUGH.
Nice,
TMG on YouTube. And just, you're going to see mad videos. Subscribe, like, share. and check it out, man. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, let me know what you think. I want to know. Maybe I could improve on something.
Motherfuckers gonna like it, but I hear you. I hear you. Constructive criticism. That's all good.
You never know. They be like, yeah, I was feeling this, but nah. I'll be like, all right, you know what I mean? Take it into consideration.
All right. We're about to get into the freestyle.
Oh, word.
Ready for the freestyle session?
Yeah,
that's what we got you here for, man.
No problem.
Queens
man.
MC in the building. Yeah.
Yeah. QU, man. Got you.
No doubt. We're doing something different, all right? Some of the episodes, I'm having producers provide the beats for the show.
Dope.
This episode's gonna be by my man DLP.
DLP, what up?
Hashtag respect the producer. He's out of upstate New York.
Respect him.
He's done produced for a bunch of our favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Chris Rivers, Rod Digger, Second Generation Woo, Young Dirty Bastard, Fed the Godson, rest in peace. He done, you know, his discography goes long, so we're just gonna mention a couple. I'm about to throw on his beat for you, alright? You ready, Thorough?
Of course, man, always.
Again, DLP on the beats.
DLP, what up?
This is Rona shit.
Rona shit. Hey yo, son of a hustle is back, serving sedatives. Most MCs need to get smacked, but I'ma let them live. Your last couple verses was whack, too repetitive. A poor little man with these bars. I'm about to dead the kid. Doctors gotta check his wig, he got CTE. My bank account is getting big, niggas see me eat. Round tabling with my peeps, 270s on my feet. Only business when we eat, cause me and broken me the creeps. Sheesh, I'm getting straight to the point, B. King Articulate was proof that you should annoy me. Rose pedals under Air Max, treat me like royalty. I'm the engine that make it go, P is the car key. We moving, they waving the checkered flag. Since niggas stole Jansports, I've been getting this bag. These old rappers used to off the spec that they had, but your most recent release, niggas said that it was trash. This is fact, it's not opinion. I treat the rap industry like a block when it's clicking. Same broke black boy with no pot to go pissing. Plain Jane Rolex, women watch when they glisten. When I perform, people stop and they listen. Cause me without rhymes is like Detroit without Pistons. Matter of fact, like New York without Timberlands. Or better yet, without French fries and chicken wings. Moving on to bigger things like the pop world, where all the R&B niggas rap and all these rap niggas sing. Everybody wanna be what they not. So-called wife, but on the gram she really a thought. This boy trife, I pull a ratchet, then it's gon' pop. My whole life I dedicate to hip-hop. It don't stop. Instead of nickels and dimes, I roll up and crush an ounce now. I'm Rick James, the rap game is Eddie Couch now. Kid and play type parties, how I'm bringing the house down. I architected all this bullshit, I'm Jerry Krause now. I'm on the king size, taking this nigga spouse down. She screamed like horror flicks, her neighbors hear the loud sound. I'm mushing niggas, knocking crowns down. You had your chance to pitch, I'm on the mound now. Ow.
Yeah, Thorough. Yeah, Queens MC.
Yeah.
Woo, Rona shit.
Rona shit, man.
Boss.
Shout out DLP, man.
Shout out DLP. Respect the producer.
Fire. That shit brought the life out of
this beat is hot right here. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, upstate.
Drive.
Thank you, my brother.
Freestyle, man. That's it.
Yeah. Freestyle Drive.
One time.
DLP on the beats.
From the Queen Center Mall.
Got my man Thorough.
Let's do it, man. Yo, top of the morning, niggas. Let's start the week on a good note. The goal is to be more than hood rich. Y'all niggas hood broke. You lie about me and connects. Frontin' like you took boats. Thorough Gator, hood hold, bars hard, hooks dope. Surrounded by women with smart mouths, love your good throat. Life is a bitch, fuck the world, giving a good pokes. Extraordinary MC. Never say that I'm alright, I'm looking like the greatest. You looking for a style of bite? Don Johnson suit Miami Vice. Next year, Grammy night. Drunk dope, front row, Henny Sprite. Bring any competition, trust me, I destroy it. You ain't cut from this cloth, my logo is embroidered. Niggas just heard your album, my fans really bought it. Order your white girl, how they snorted. Listen, nigga.
Yeah, Thorough. DLP on the
snorted.
beats.
Listen, nigga. Shout out DLP, man.
Nice.
Shout out Crazy Beats P.
Yeah.
Shout out the whole squad. You know what I mean? My niggas.
And my man Thorough, check out his new project, King Articulate.
Check out King Articulate, then go back, check out Thorough Rhymes and Crazy Beats, then go back and check out Cassette Tape Malfunction, and get ready for the new shit that we about to drop on y'all.
No doubt.
And make sure y'all support Freestyle Drive, man. Because there's not a lot of outlets for artists such as myself, artists who really, we get our support off the muscle, you know, the fans and the internet and all that. And outlets like this is what give us a chance to get heard by y'all. So y'all make sure y'all like this page, subscribe to it, share it, support, man.
Thank you, my brother. No,
of course, man. This
pleasure
is real,
to have
man.
you on.
You doing me a favor.
Nah, man, you doing your thing. You know, you getting your name out there. You know, you doing me a favor too. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of the show. We look out for each other, help each other out. You know, promote the hip hop we love. You know.
Of course.
Before we close it out, where can people check you out? Instagram, etc.
Instagram, check me out. Thorough Rhymes. THOROUGHRHYMES. Everything spelled properly. Thorough Rhymes. Check me out on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Thorough Rhymes. And check me out on YouTube, Thorough TMG. You know, we got some new stuff coming, me and my man P. You know, we cooking, we working on new stuff. So let's check us out, man. We here, man. Nice. Hip hop is here. Live and kicking.
Yeah, let's go. My man Thorough, Freestyle Drive. Thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you check out his recent project. He got more stuff coming up. Everybody stay safe out there. Thank you, my brother Thorough. Appreciate you being on the show. Queens MC.
Make sure y'all get y'all mask up.
Yeah.
Stay safe on these streets, man.
Shout out to the producer who provided the beats for the show, DLP.
DLP, what up?
#respect the producer. Peace, y'all.
Peace. One.